Welcome to Epictales universe, where ancient mysteries shine once more, where myths breathe again, and where the timeless pursuit of truth and wonder lives in every story. If you believe that the search for meaning is older than kingdoms, and that legends carry hidden wisdom, you are in the right place. Like, share, and subscribe as we begin one of the greatest quests of all, the story of the Philosopher's Stone. They called it the Stone of Wisdom, the Lapis Philosophorum, the secret hidden in symbols, locked in riddles, whispered across centuries. Alchemists believed that with it, they could turn base metals into gold, heal all wounds, and drink of eternal life. It was the dream of kings and seekers, a mystery that bridged science and magic, matter and spirit. The story of the Philosopher's Stone begins in the dawn of alchemy itself. In the temples of Egypt, the forges of Greece, the libraries of Alexandria, whispers of a universal substance spread. The Egyptians spoke of transformation, of metals that could be purified and elevated. The Greeks, with their love of philosophy, joined matter with meaning, calling it chrysopoeia, the making of gold. As centuries passed, alchemy grew into a language of symbols. The four elements, earth, air, fire, and water, were not only materials but spiritual stages. The goal of the alchemist was not only to turn lead into gold, but to turn the self from ignorance into enlightenment. The stone became the key. The Arabs preserved and expanded this tradition. Great thinkers like Jabir ibn Hayyan, known in the West as Jibir, wrote of transformation and the elixir of life. They passed on texts that would inspire generations in Europe, where alchemy became both a science and a sacred art. In medieval Europe, the stone took on its most famous form. Alchemists cloaked their writings in riddles and metaphors to hide their secrets from the unworthy. They spoke of the red stone, the perfect substance, created through the magnum opus, the great work. This process mirrored the transformation of the human soul, from blackness to whiteness, from death to rebirth, from imperfection to perfection. One name shines brighter than others in this tradition: Nicolas Flamel. A Parisian scribe of the 14th century, Flamel became a legend. Stories tell that he discovered the secret of the stone after studying ancient texts, perhaps from Jewish mystics or from the East. With his wife, Pernelle, he supposedly succeeded in creating the stone, turning lead into gold, and gaining immortality. Though history shows Flamel as a generous man who left wealth to the poor, legend made him deathless, wandering through centuries, forever young. Even today, his name is bound to the stone. Kings sought alchemists for their courts, hoping to swell their treasuries with gold. Others searched for the elixir of life, fearing death's shadow. But the stone never appeared in any royal treasury. Instead, it lived in manuscripts, in drawings of suns and moons, serpents devouring themselves, birds rising from flames. The alchemists spoke of crucibles and furnaces, of mercury and sulfur, but behind every recipe lay allegory. The true work was always within. The Philosopher's Stone has been called many things: the red tincture, the powder of projection, the elixir vitae. In every name, there is a promise of transformation. Yet perhaps the alchemists knew something deeper. For them, gold was not only wealth, it was perfection. To make gold was to make the imperfect perfect. And so, the stone was the key to both material and spiritual wholeness. Even great scientists carried the dream. Isaac Newton, father of physics, spent countless hours studying alchemical texts, searching for the stone. His notebooks, filled with cryptic notes, show a mind convinced that the secret was real, hidden in the symbols of the past. For Newton, as for many others, the line between science and alchemy was thin. But what of the stone today? No one has held it, no one has shown it, and yet it still lives. It lives in our stories, in our books and films, in the imagination that believes there is a secret that can heal, transform, and grant life eternal. Perhaps the alchemists were never searching only for gold. Perhaps the stone was never meant to be a rock or a powder. Perhaps it was the symbol of the soul perfected, of wisdom that shines brighter than metal. In that light, the stone is real, for it exists wherever humans seek transformation, wherever we strive to turn suffering into joy, ignorance into knowledge, mortality into meaning. The Philosopher's Stone is the story of us, of our longing to rise above what we are, to touch eternity, to become more. And in that quest, the stone will never be lost. Thank you for joining us today on Epictales Universe, where the secrets of the past still glow with light. If this story of the Philosopher's Stone inspired you, please like this video, share it with seekers of truth, and subscribe for more journeys into the mysteries that shape our world. Because some stones are not found in mines, but in hearts, and they shine forever,